So, good morning. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the Whitefield Toastmasters meeting number 90. So, I am Saravanan. My role today is Sergeant at Arms. Okay, so for everyone's benefit, let me iterate the mission of our Toastmasters. I would like everyone to repeat with me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. So before we begin, there are some housekeeping rules. To start with, I would request everyone to switch off the mobile phone or keep it in silent. Let's take 5 seconds to do that. Okay. Thank you. Second is, when somebody is speaking on stage, please do not interrupt or do any movements that will distract the speaker. You can move in or out of the room in between the speeches or when somebody is clapping, when people are clapping. Third, let's avoid talking about taboo topics like sex, religion, and politics. And for everyone's benefit, water bottles are kept on both sides of the room. And the restroom is located outside of this room on the right hand side. So we will be recording this meeting and uploading in YouTube. In case if you do not want yourself to be recorded, please get in touch with me. We will switch off the recording when you are on stage. And we are using this clip-on mics. This is just for recording purpose only. This is not going to amplify your voice. So just ensure to speak loudly so that everybody can hear. So with that, I would request everyone to give a huge round of applause for our own aerospace engineer, president of our club, presiding officer Akshay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have the mic. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let me start with a question. How many of us know the dates of the Whitefield Toastmasters Club contest for evaluation and table topics? Okay, what is the date?
29 September.
Good, we know the date. Great. Okay, how many of us have registered for the contest? So still we can go ahead, right? The registrations are already on in the group, and these contests will definitely let you know, give a great exposure of yourself in and out about how you can improve, and there might be some hidden talent as well inside yourself which you might come to know after taking part in the contest. Just push yourself, take part in the table topic contest. Even the people who have joined in this month only can take part in the table topics contest at least. Okay, so this was the first thing I want to address, and with this note, I want to start the meeting number 90 of Whitefield Toastmasters with a stroke of gavel. Okay, so there is a lot on the agenda today. There are a streak of speeches. They have table topic session, and then at the end we have induction session as well. So I'll start right away, and I would like to call the host of our meeting today, who will take the meeting ahead from here, our very talented treasurer of our club, Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pio. Just want to share one thing. It just crossed my mind when we were reading the Toastmasters, this thing, cash line, or the motto. When I was wearing my blazer today, I realized I have put on weight, and I was thinking I have not changed anything of my diet or my workouts, anything. Then I realized one thing that was probably hampering my weight gain was my confidence. After joining Toastmasters, I realized my confidence has gone up, so my weight is also increasing. All right. Today is a special event, and we have a special place, right? This is not for role takers, but for others. How many of you have gone through the agenda? Okay. What's the agenda? Speech marathon, exactly. Speech marathon. So we have a marathon of speeches lined up by our speakers who are here to deliver the speeches, and we have esteemed evaluators who are going to give the feedback to the evaluators. That reminds me of one story of Eliud Kipchoge. Has anyone heard about him? Okay. When the scientists, a team of scientists, were predicting that it takes at least till to 2075 for a human being to first win a marathon, run a marathon in less than 2 hours of time, we had one little boy named Eliud Kipchoge in African country, Kenya. I'm sure most of you have heard about Kenya. And he used to run 3 kilometers a day to attend his school, and he always made it in time. With that passion, he also went on to train himself and become a marathon runner. And he went on to become the first winner in the history of marathon to finish the marathon distance in less than 2 hours, and it is a world record so far. Then he says, what made him achieve that feat or break that prediction of the scientist? He said only one thing, that's the discipline. He says, if you are not disciplined, you are 100% going to be slave of your moods. He also said, if you are indisciplined, you are going to be 100% slave to your passions. How many of you are already thinking what's the correlation between Eliud Kipchoge and our speech marathon today? Good. So we all are thinking on the positive side. Here, I see most of us are Eliud Kipchoge in their own way. Because we are here on a Sunday, we have prioritized our self-development, sacrificed our personal commitment, and we have put in a lot of effort, discipline and commitment to deliver your speeches. And we have our esteemed guests of Gopinath, Toastmaster Gopinath, our Toastmaster DTM Nibi, DTM Mazahir will join us in some time. So these are esteemed evaluators who are here to make you also learn, right? So that is why I thought I'll share a quick story and see how commitment, discipline and passion can help us grow. Before I start, I have one request. That request is, today's theme is speech marathon. And I believe we all should encourage there are first time speakers, there are speakers who are in the L1 pathways. We'll start and end this meeting with 15 seconds of clap marathon, if that's okay with you all. Yeah? Where is our timer, Sanjana? Are you Sanjana? Okay. I need you to please track the time. After 15 seconds, we'll stop the clap. When I say 1, 2, 3 and go, let's encourage our speakers. Right? I hope everybody has the energy and stamina to do that. Alright? 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you so much. There are 2 seats. All right. So we have since new comers just joining us for the session. Quickly recapping you guys. Today we have a speech marathon. So I'll set the segments that will flow through. So we were just settling down. Okay. Thanks for coming in. All right. So without we're keeping you on wait for further, the meeting will be conducted in the flow that I'm going to explain you guys. First, we'll have the introduction and prepared speeches delivery. The second segment is, as usual, our table topics master. Third will be our evaluation and feedback. And the last one will have induction. One change we will have for this meeting is, we will not have general evaluators, R counter and grammarian rules. But I will still have a timer who will assist me and the audiences here to keep the track on the time. Our timer is working as a data scientist is an HR professional and working in a data scientist organization. So let us all welcome our timer Sanjana to brief her about the role. Thank you, Sanjana.
So today I will be your timer. So I'll be recording all the prepared speeches and formal speeches and table topics. So I will be alerting everyone like whatever the time is left of your speech by showing the respective cards. So here we are having a times for table topic. Like for 1 minute I'll be showing the green card. 1.5 minutes I'll be showing this card, yellow. At 2 minutes I'll be showing red. It means your speech is done. For icebreaker, we are having 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll be raising green card. For 5 minutes, I'll be raising yellow. Six minutes, I'll be raising your red card. Similarly, for other speeches, I'll be raising at 5 minutes green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be raising yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll be raising red card. For individual evaluation, at 2 minutes, green card. At 2.5 minutes, yellow card. 3 minutes, I'll be raising red card. Thank you so much. End of the meeting, I'll be submitting my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sanjana. I think this is your first role. Thank you for that. Second role, sorry. Okay, sorry. My notes got closed. Sorry for that, guys. Just give me a few seconds. Okay. Without delaying, we should get started on the much awaited speech marathons. For that, I will invite our evaluators first. I request the evaluators to come onto the stage and then brief the speech objective of your respective speakers. For our first speech today, and our evaluator is a man of few words but carries a distinct feature of delivering one-liner punches. He is working as director in CGI, a Canada-based IT organization. He has been with our club since January this year, and I would request Toastmaster Vikash to come onto the stage and brief about Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning.
Vikash, for recording.
Everyone, good morning. Today our first speaker is Yashendu, who will be attempting his first L1P1 speech. It's icebreaker speech, where the objective of his speech will be to introduce himself and the basic structures of the speech. So, thank you, and should we call Yashendu?
I'll call.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Can I get I was surprised to know that our first speaker is actually delivering his icebreaker today. He has picked up so many roles, and I thought he's already a veteran. That was a surprise to our speaker. So his pathway is presentation mastery, delivering his L1P1 icebreaker speech. He works in GE as a developer, and his uniqueness, he feels, it's reading books. With huge round of applause, let's welcome our first speaker for the day, Toastmaster Yashendu. Toastmaster Yashendu, and the curtain closes. And the curtain closes, Toastmaster Yashendu. Good luck.
over-sensationalization of media in stories is a huge cause of concern. Pardon me. Over-sensitization of stories in media is a huge cause of concern. I'm sorry. Folks, that right there was my opening statement for an under 17 debate competition. Something that I had prepared for almost 3 months in advance. It was pre-national stage, and in front of almost 100 pair of eyes and blinding spotlights, I didn't know what to do. I nervously panicked, and with a disastrous start, the following speech that ensued was just pure act of chaos. I went back to my seat. Once the competition ended, I sat back in the bus, and I was going back home. There was only one thing crossing my mind. How could I mess it up that badly? You see, that day, Yashendu learned a valuable lesson. There was no greater loss than having prepared for a moment and then not being able to deliver when it came. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As an icebreaker, the point is to introduce myself. So let me start off by saying that I am born in May 2002. As a child of 2002, it's obvious to think that my tale begins in 2002, but that would be very much farther than the truth. You see, my fate was written all the way back in 1996, when my father decided to get a corporate transferable job right out of college. You see, I have been in a constant state of transfers and shifts throughout my childhood. If you do not count the formative years of 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, I never stayed in the same location for more than 3 years. That's 1, 2 and 3. Add to that, my grandparents having background of professorship, and on top of that, my grandmother being a professor in literature and languages, I was done for. Every single time that I had to go to my paternal house, I would have this one old lady peering over me and asking me questions about my academics and how I was doing in them. With this constant shifting and extreme education of background involved, the ability to make small talk, the ability to communicate was not just a skill, it was a survival skill for me. Add to that, I was somewhat okay, or I would even go as far as to say good in academics. So in a school, I became the goody two-shoes bright boy, right? And what happens when this person involved in academics starts to look for other avenues to discover himself? He is naturally gravitated to anything that is not involved with sports. So around grade 7, our school had this small little extempore competition. I think most schools around here as well will have 4 houses representing them, correct? My school had this one competition where the speaker backed out and was unable to perform. On that day, I decided to take up his place and then realized that I had come 3rd out of 4 houses. All that meant was that I was unable to get that feel of enthusiasm and excitement from speaking because I haven't actually achieved anything. And yet, the stage beckoned me. I felt gravitated towards speaking in front of crowds and on top of my voices whenever I could, which led to me trying to participate and give it my all in under 17 and under 19 debate competitions that were then organized by the CBSE board. tried to cut for pre-nationals for almost 3 times, once in under 17 and twice in under 19. And yet, I was unable to qualify for nationals. I was a little heartbroken, and yet, I felt like I had given it my all. I had given it my all and achieved something. That is, until I realized I hadn't actually got anything to show for it. You see, if there was a progress bar that could track the progress, I was stuck on the same progress step for the last 3 years. That led to me quitting completely public speaking for the next upcoming 4 years in college. I then moved to Bangalore with regards to a job. In Bangalore, I met Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, I tried to seek for purposes and the way people speak about things. And I realized across multiple speeches and across multiple platforms, there was one unifying factor. We were all having fun. So my valuable lesson now is this. There is no greater loss than having prepared for a moment and then not having fun when it comes to deliver. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yashendu, for that journey walkthrough. And most of us can relate to what he explained. There is one moment which actually wakes our inner conscious, and then we start working towards achieving what we have missed and where we want to go. Thank you. So, moving on to our second speaker of the day. But before that, again, as usual, I would like to invite our evaluator to give an objective of the speech. Our evaluator is a financial planner advising individuals develop financial corpus for future needs. He again has a marathon association with Toastmasters. He is there with this club since 2016, and he has already played the president of the club role. He has been the club coach and club mentor. Our evaluator says he has no unique thing and is all over the places. But I think even being all over the places is also a unique thing. So let's welcome Toastmaster Gopinath sir to take objectives. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice to see people standing because there are no seats. Good. So like Vikas explained, this speech is also an icebreaker, which will be of 4 to 6 minutes, primarily well-organized speech and introducing the speaker himself or herself to the club, and all the best to the speaker, and over to TMOD.
Thank you. Thank you. So speaker 2 has chosen presentation mastery as the pathway, and she is delivering her L1P1 icebreaker speech. She is working as a sales manager in a technology company, and she believes continuous is a learning process. And most of us do relate with her belief, right? Continuous is always a learning process, especially in our area of professional life. She has been with the Toastmasters since August 2024. So it's time to welcome our second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest.
Morning.
I am Rashmi. Have you ever felt an outsider in a room with full of people? Like your voice may get lost in the crowd. That was me for a very longer time. Today, I am excited to share my journey, a journey that shaped me as I am today and influenced to continue my path. Like many journeys, my journey also filled with twists and turns, which each moment teaching me something valuable. So let's start with my childhood. I grew up in a small village where everyone knew everyone. My family was large with 5 siblings. My childhood was filled with love, laughter, and sense of belonging. However, being a quieter kid, I always find myself as like a wallflower in many of the social events. While my siblings can easily engage with others, I prefer to be the sideliner by observing the energy around me instead of getting into a spotlight. As I through my school and colleges, this tendency of being in a comfort zone continued. I excelled in academically, but I always hesitated to raise my hand in classrooms or participate in extracurricular activities. I watched my peers can easily sharing their ideas. I admire their ability to connect with people around them. However, this has been changed when I have entered into a corporate world. Coming from a small village, when I got into the corporate world, that was entirely different for me. It was kind of excitement as well as the daunting. I felt myself surrounded by diverse communities, languages, and people from different walks of their life. In the initial stage, I felt the challenging finding myself as a valued member in a larger group. The corporate world is vastly different from the small knit community I used to. But as time moved on, I began to realize something very important: the power of connecting with people. One fine day, I decided that I take a step forward out of my comfort zone and I initiate conversations. I started reaching out to my colleagues and started asking questions and sharing my thoughts. Guess what? That was the turning point for me in my journey. And I began to understand that everyone has a story to tell. The story that inspired me, and I got a lot of insights, and that made me to be a confident person to share my ideas and value my contributions in front of the people. Today, I am standing before you all. I am excited to embark this journey with Toastmasters. We all come from the different communities. The ideas that we share here and each story that we share here, through that we are being more close as a community. So I would like to tell all of you that I am taking my first step today, and I am going to learn, and also I would invite everyone to start this journey along with me and guide me to be a confident speaker. I would like to end this speech with a quote. A journey of 1,000 smiles start with a single step. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Yes, every journey starts with first step, or every mile of journey that we do, it's always first. But from my experience, I can tell you, and most of our members too also echo with it, you are at the right place. You have the finest mentors, finest people who have traveled with us, and for sure you will achieve your goals. Best of luck for that. Time to move on to our third speaker. Again, before that, I would like to invite one of our esteemed members. She was the president of our previous tenure in the club. Currently, she's working as a genetic counselor at Ramaya Cloud9 Shankara Cancer Foundation. And again, we like Gopinath sir, our next evaluator is also having a marathon of association with our club since 2016. Uniqueness of our evaluator is her love for photography, and she is founder of a startup. Let's all welcome our dear Toastmaster Nibi to share the speech of this.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So today I will be evaluating the third speaker who will be delivering project 3 from level 1. The purpose of the project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to the speaker.
Our third speaker is working in Accenture as a technical manager. Failure for him is an opportunity to learn more, put more effort, and improve more. So that he believes that is the way for his success. He started his journey with Whitefield Toastmasters in March 2024, and the speaker's pathway is dynamic leadership, and he is delivering his L1P3. Let's put our hand together and welcome Toastmaster Amal. Amal, our shared responsibility for creating sustainable tomorrow. Our shared responsibility for creating sustainable tomorrow. Amal, good. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Today, I want to talk about a topic that is becoming very crucial for our survival and well-being, sustainability. How many of us are familiar with sustainability, or at least heard about it before? Could you please raise your hand? Great. It's encouraging to see so many hands up. Thank you so much. Let's deep dive then. What is sustainability? The concept of sustainability revolves around meeting the needs of the present without compromising on the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Sustainability is not a buzzword. It is a vital principle that must guide all our actions as an individual, business, community, and nations. Do our current practices meets the needs of the sustainability goals? Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to say that the current state of our planet shows that we are not meeting up to the ideals of sustainable future. According to the Global Footprint Network, humanity currently uses natural resources at a rate 1.7 times faster than the ecosystem can regenerate, putting enormous pressure on our environment. One of the most pressing issues we face today is the climate change. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change reported that the global temperature has risen by 1.1 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level. We are witnessing frequent and severe weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, floods, which threatens lives, livelihoods, and the ecosystem. Our current practices not only impacting climate but also leading to a widespread environmental degradation. According to United Nations, approximately 75% of our Earth's land surface is significantly altered, with 40% of it being degraded. This degradation is due to the unsustainable agricultural practices, deforestation, and urbanization. Another critical area of sustainability is the waste management. The World Bank estimates that the global waste generation will increase by 70% by 2050 if the current trend continues. This is alarming, isn't it? What are the mitigation strategies then to achieve a sustainable world? Let us discuss about the possible solutions and goals or our pathway to sustainability. As an individual, we can be the change we wish to see in the world. Each one of us can contribute to sustainability through our simple daily actions, such as reducing energy and resource consumption, minimizing waste, and supporting the sustainable products can collectively make a big difference. Business and corporates can play a huge role in achieving sustainable goals. With the rapid advancement or emergence of the disruptive technologies such as nanotechnology, information technology with AI, genomics, biomimicry, renewable energy, business can use the renewable energy sources, use the sustainable supply chain, by adopting the circular economy approach where the products and materials are being recycled, reused, we can ensure a healthier planet. The global challenges associated with sustainability when viewed through the appropriate set of business lenses can help business or corporates to identify the strategies or the practices that can lead to a more sustainable world. The government plays a leading role by setting regulations and creating a framework for sustainable practices. By offering subsidies and incentives for the renewable energy projects, government can ensure that the people are using the green energy sources. Stringent regulations and policies can help to provide efficient waste management systems as well as help in reducing the harmful industrial emission and promote clean technology. Government must promote the sustainable urban planning with lots of green spaces, efficient energy saving buildings, and efficient public transportation. To conclude, sustainability is not an option, it is a necessity for our survival and the well-being of our future generations. The statistics that I have shared today highlights the urgency of the situation and the need for the immediate action. we all have a role to play in creating a more sustainable world, either by being the change or by being the catalyst for the change, whether through our personal choices, our goals, or our advocacy. By embracing the sustainable practices, we can ensure a healthier, more resilient planet for our future generations, mitigate the impact of climate change, and create a more balanced relationship between humanity and nature. Thank you.
September 22nd is a special day. It is marked as the Water Conservative Day, and the objective of that is governments across the world are trying to create an awareness to their citizens, to their people, so that they preserve and create a sustainable environment for using our water, preserve the lakes and other water bodies. I was just able to think about it because our speaker 3 coincidentally picked up a very apt message for all of us. So let us try to be more sensible in using our water, natural resource, and try to create sustainable environment for our future generation. So having said that, this is the last speech for our day, but that is not the least. I'm sure this is the best one to come from. Our speech evaluator for Speaker 4 works in Cognizant as a business consultant, and she is with Toastmasters Club since 2021. She believes her uniqueness is our love for the art, and she believes without art this world could have been a mundane thing for her. And one other thing that she definitely likes is the enthusiasm in the Toastmaster session, and that's what makes her come to our sessions every week only. So I would like to invite our Toastmaster Ananya to come and provide the speaker's objectives. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Toastmaster Ananya, and I would be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Aditya, who is speaker number 4. Toastmaster Aditya would be attempting his level 1 project 2 speech, and the title of the speech is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of the speech is, of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a particular speech. So I wish Toastmaster Aditya all the best for his speech, and over to you, Toastmaster Vishnu.
Thank you. Time to call the last speaker of the day. His pathway is presentation mastery and delivering his L1P3. He is currently working in Flipkart as a product manager. The uniqueness about our speaker 4 is he can whistle any song or tune end to end. I don't know if he has a copyright approval for that, but he can do it. So, time to welcome our Toastmaster Aditya for his L1P3 speech. Big round of applause for him. Toastmaster Aditya, cleanliness a shared responsibility. Cleanliness a shared responsibility, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Prashant, for that wonderful introduction. Don't things look better when they're clean? So when that applies to things, why doesn't it apply to cities and even countries? As a proud citizen of India, I'm deeply pained by the state of cleanliness of our cities and of our country in general. So as part of my speech today, I'd love to talk to you about, and I'd love to encourage all of you in terms of how all of us can take part and together bring about a change to this. Let me begin with a small or a quick story. Let me take you back to my childhood when I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. I remember this time when I was driving around in a car with my father in Delhi, and just then a red, beautiful car, brushed past us. The car enthusiast that my father is got excited, and with a glint in his eye said, "Son, look, that's a limited edition Ferrari." Just as both of us were admiring the car, the passenger side window of the car rolled down, and out came a can of beer out on the road. I saw the expression on my father's face change from that of excitement to horror. He immediately stepped down from the car, picked up the can of beer, walked back into the car, and started manically chasing this red Ferrari. We finally managed to catch up with the Ferrari at the next red light, and this time it was my dad who rolled down his window, popped the can back into the car, and shouted in Hindi, "Padhe likhe gawar," which in English translates to educated illiterates. By no means am I trying to promote the dramatic example that my father set, but this incident did leave a strong impression on me with regards to how you cannot compromise on cleanliness, and it's absolutely not okay to litter in public. Let me share some statistics or some data with you. So there is this index which is known as the Environmental Protection Index, EPI, which rates 180 countries on 58 parameters, some of it including sustainability, air and water quality, cleanliness, sanitation measures, etc. Can anybody guess what was India's rank in that index in 2022 out of a list of 180 countries? More guesses? So the right answer is 180. India was placed last on a list of 180 countries on that index. Shocking, right? If that doesn't bring about a need to introspect, I don't know what will. Our cities are somewhat in a sorry state of affairs, right? I feel that all of us kind of live inside small bubbles, traversing from posh societies to plush offices, and have almost turned a blind eye to everything that's in between. I can take my own example for that matter, right? I recently moved to this beautiful society. The day that we moved in, we were told that there's a lake right behind our society, so we got really excited that, maybe we can do our morning walks there. So the next morning, me and my wife, we walked to the lake. Just as we were entering the compound of the lake, we were greeted by this unbearably foul stench. We managed to move past that, entered the park, and while the lake itself was beautiful, the periphery of the lake was, mounted with heaps of garbage all along the lake. Terrible sight. In fact, I was surprised to see how people could do their morning jogs and walks, again completely, indifferent to the fact that they are, literally walking in the middle of all that garbage. We prefer to take our walks inside our society now. I love to trek. Whenever I get the chance, I love to step out of Bangalore, go for treks. But with experience now, I know that I need to avoid the top attractions or the top viewing points, because I know what I'm going to find there. Plastic bottles, cigarette butts, empty chips packets. I play cricket on weekends, and even cricket fields have not been spared. While fielding in the ground, I frequently come up with interesting articles like Blender Pride, water bottles, and gutka packets. There have been occasions when I've tried to counsel my friends when they've littered in public, and the response I've got, has been a kind of a smirk that who cares? Everything is so dirty anyway, everybody does this. What change will it bring if I stop? So sometimes I feel that our ignorance has reached to such alarming levels that we almost have started to take pride in this indifference. So what can we all do about it, right? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What can I do about it? What can all of us do about it? Turns out a lot, actually. The small things also matter. If you see an empty bottle lying on the side of the road, don't just walk past it. Don't think it's not my problem, it's the government's problem. Please pick it up and locate it or place it in the nearest bin. The next time that you feel the urge of throwing your cigarette butt on the side of the road, please hold on to it till you find a dustbin or wait till you reach home. The best example for this is, I don't know how many of you watched the FIFA World Cup recently, right? You would have seen Japanese people staying back match after match in stadiums, clearing the whole stadium up. That's a fantastic example, and one that we can all learn from. If you find your friends littering in public, please educate them, counsel them. Let's make cleanliness cool and fashionable, right, instead of boring. Finally, if any of you is actually interested in this initiative, there are lots and lots of things that are happening, lots of firms that are actually opening up drives. People can volunteer, take part, and actually contribute to this change. With that, I draw to a close for my speech here today, and I'm hoping that all of us have taken this little message, and I hope even if I've been able to convince one person to bring about a small change in their behavior, then my time here with you all would have been worth it. So let's embark on this journey together to make a difference, and I hope that it will. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. That comes to end of our prepared speeches marathon. But the enthusiasm, the message, and the purpose with which all our speakers delivered their speech reminds me of one quote from John F. Kennedy. He said, "The only purpose to deliver a speech is to change the world." We had speaker 1 talking about the curtains coming down. We had speaker 2 talking about the journey of 1,000 miles. We had speaker 3 talking about sustainable environment, and the speaker 4 talking about cleanliness. So there's all a purpose in the way that we are there here to learn, and we are here to give something back to the place where we are living in. So that was wonderful speeches for all the speakers. Before we move on to the next segment, can we give one round of applause for all the speakers? Alright, second segment. Can anyone take a guess what is our second segment? Not role takers and speakers. I want people who are very new to the club and guess. Okay, so it's table topic. This is one of the most interesting and thought-provoking session on a Sunday in our club. It's like when there is someone on the stage delivering an impromptu speech, we are like kid. We can't wait anymore to also come on the stage and deliver their speech. Because you will have thousands of things running on your mind and you say, I can say this, I can say that. But the key here is when you come on the stage, your probably hands will shake, your feet will tremble, and then your mind gets drained. That's the tradition of our Toastmasters table topic session, because you have to deliver the speech in 1 or 1.5 minutes at the max. And we want to keep that tradition continued. And for that, we will have our Toastmaster coming onto the stage. He's a table topics master. He is a member of our club since May 2024 and is working in Collins as an engineering lead. He will be our table topics master for today. And one unique thing about our Toastmaster is his signature cannot be hacked because he signs in a reverse order. So that's the safest thing for him. So put our hands together and welcome Toastmaster Karthik.
I need one more.
One more. No, that's fine. One more I need. 2. Okay, good. Thanks. Okay. All right. Thanks. Oh, Prashant is out. Okay. Thanks, everyone, and thanks for the fantastic speeches. I think it was so inspiring. Everybody did a great job. And Prashant covered some part of my agenda as well in terms of purpose and other stuff. But nonetheless, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. Recently, we had in our office, it's called Family Day, with only the employees, not with families, okay? So, it was for there was a nice thing that I learned about how energy flows, right? Do anybody know how typically energized people get energized? Laughter. Yeah. Good salary. Okay, thank you. The thing is, the RJ was basically, he was kind of pulling all kind of 3,000 people. Like, he started with clap. That's the first point that really energized you. And the way you say kind of good morning, whatever, that roaring sound, that was really, that 2,500 people with lot of this energized, it was a great environment. So can we say good morning once again with little more higher volume? Good morning. Okay, all right. Yeah, we talked about this. This is specifically, I'm just repeating for the guests and new members. The table topic, table topics is kind of to exercise your thoughts pretty quickly, and it's 1 minute to 2 minute speech with 30 minutes grace period. Good thing is the guests can participate in this one. So I welcome, please participate, guests, please participate in this. With this, we will start the table topics. Okay, let us start with the first one. I need 2 volunteers, from preferably members. 2. Probably I can give a clue. Who works in an organization which starts with A, B, C? Not the speakers. Okay, come on. We need one more member. Your name? Utkarsh. Nitish. Okay, the topic is conversation between water and boat. So one speaker has to take the role of water and the other speaker has to take the role of boat. Speak about your life. Okay?
And thanks.
Water, boat. Okay. The topic is conversation between water and boat. Utkarsh and Nitish topic is conversation between water and boat. Thank you. Yeah. You can take 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. It's like one after.
Okay.
It's creativity. Okay.
2 to 4.
Yeah. 2 to 4.
So, hi boat. Hi water. One of the most interesting thing about me is humans are able to sustain near me. One of the major cities which we can talk about, which we can think of in anywhere in the world are situated near me. I give them life. I am able to provide food for them.
And these days, the humans are able to move from one place to another through me.
Yeah.
What's so special about you?
Thank you, water. So my special about it, I'm not completely agree with the water, because as a boat, when I travel to the water, many times my friends of the boats, they sank because of the unwavering of the water. But at the same time, as a boat, I have a great capability and inherent skill to manage the ups and downs of the water in different weather conditions. That's the specialty of the water, a boat, sorry.
That's a very interesting perspective. Essentially, what we are discussing right now is about how are we managing the difficulties. One is a provider, that is me, and in your case, you are more of as someone who can manage the difficulties. With regard to this thing, as water, when I'm in the shape of a river, I am able to navigate through difficulties in any way. In case if I ever come through across a stone, I can go through above the stone by increasing my water pressure. I can go below the stone and get underwater. Or if I'm not able to move, if I'm able to move around the stone, I can move around the stone or move both either of this through the sideways. So that is the speciality as water which I have.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I agree. So as a boat, what I think that boat is a very helpful as we talk about the man's. Okay, so it helps the other people to connect people from all over the world to the people from one country to another country. So history tells that. So boat was very helpful to connect the people with different places altogether.
Got it. I think in the end, human civilization needs our collaboration to be together, to be better.
Yeah.
Working together, we will ensure that humans progress.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice. Wonderful connecting. For the next topic, I need a volunteer from guests. Any guests who want to try? Guests. It'll be simple, not the same thing. I'm sure. It'll be easy. Come on. Come on. It's very simple. Okay. Anybody working with the organization starts with D, E, F? They will not say from. Okay. Come on. Let's.
Everyone is unemployed for the.
Okay.
Is one person?
It's one.
Okay.
Assume your life as a pen. Speak about your life. The topic is Vandana. My life pen. My life pen. Vandana.
Have you noticed as soon as you wake up, you've already seen a wonderful dream or a horrible nightmare, but you have no memory of what it was? What if you picked up a book and wrote me down? Imagine how much more you would learn about yourself. Think about it. Will you do this next time?
Yes.
I don't have any assurances. You're going to make me out of date. Don't pick up your phone and type in. Pick me up. Use your hands and write me down. Don't pick up your phone the first thing you wake up in the morning. Write down the dream that you just saw. Imagine how much more insight you would have of how you are as a person. Imagine how much more you would know of the things that you wanted to do, but your subconscious told you about it. Now imagine you're wide awake. Don't pick up coffee or tea. Have a warm glass of water. Sit outside and look at the greenery around you. Sit quietly. Now pick up another page in the book. No, don't pick up scraps of paper or a back of a bill and then let it get lost. Pick up a book that is purposeful. Name it My Dreams. Now on this page, write on top, the dreams, the best dream I see are the ones that I see with my eyes wide open. Now write down that the dream you want to happen in your life. Write down 2 things you will do to make it happen. Write down how much time you will spend for this dream every week, maybe once a week, maybe every day. And like that, Toastmaster Vandana wrote, she wants to do 10 paintings. With me, she wrote down her dream. She wrote down that she wants to draw every day. And she picks me up before she goes to sleep. And she draws her dreams instead of writing it down. She doesn't wake up early, so she never writes the dreams that she saw. But she makes her dreams happen. Will you do that? Yes. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Vandana. It was inspiring in 2 minutes. Really awesome. All right. The next organization, GHI. Okay, probably I think this is not working. Let us name. Right? Kadir, you want to? Thank you, Kadir. Okay, it's an easy one. Okay. Being a celebrity. Okay. There are 6 celebrities. You can choose whoever you want. And I'll tell the celebrities. Sachin, Super Cool Dhoni, and Aishwarya Rai, Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, and Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, so you can talk about you can talk about being a celebrity. Okay, once again, thanks, Kadir. Kadir, being a celebrity, Kadir.
Thank you.
Can hold your.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I pick Dhoni. Okay. So you all seen me as a super cool Dhoni, and I used to. I'm the big celebrity, and you have seen all my success. That's all came in my way, and the things behind. I do get lot of other challenges in the life everyone is facing, and being a public life. So what I do in every day, my privacy is kind of in question. I can't just like that enjoy the life the way you guys do. So the way I move my hand, I can't put my hand in my nose. I can't simply do the things. Everyone is captured, and it's a challenge for me. But the other side, I am being pride of I'm doing something for the nation. I'm uniting the nation with the game of the spirit, and that's motivating me to go my journey. But being a celebrity is a good as well as the challenges, but you have to see how you are inspiring or what message you are giving to the society. That's really important. So as the celebrity, the failure is the big challenge for me. So the handling the pressure, that is the really biggest challenge for any celebrity, because you are putting the entire nation. So if you do one small mistakes, that hurt so many feelings, emotions. So being a celebrity is always have both the positive sides. You guys sees the big fame, but the other side, I hold a lot of responsibilities. So yeah, with this I end. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Dhoni. So, okay, for next one I need two people. Okay, come on. Antra. Its topic is conversation between Tom and Jerry. So who's going to take the role of Tom? And
I always take the false of Tom.
Tom, okay. Speak about your funny life, Tom and Jerry's funny life. Okay. Okay. Animesh. Antra. Animesh, Antra, Tom and Jerry, Animesh, Antra. Thank you.
You know my owner is not happy with me whenever you get away.
Well, you have an owner. I don't. So that's your problem, not mine.
Oh God. But you, my God, would you for once be so considerate as to for once be caught or probably act caught? Maybe.
I'm always considerate. I'm always around. Everybody can catch me anytime, but you can't because you have an owner. I don't.
Why would you always bring it back to the owner?
Because you started with it. I didn't. So you have an owner and I don't.
Alright. You know what? Let me just... What? Please, come here.
Whosoever you're calling, I don't care. I have things to do. So if you want, you can come to my living room, which I have like 5 friends in, and we are having a party. But you have an owner, and I don't. I can party, but you, I don't think so. Yeah.
You know what? Let the owner be gone. Beer, please.
Yeah, you can come, but with I have a very small apartment, like there, and I can go in. What do I do? Do you want to break the party scene?
But bring me my jackal potion, please.
Very nice. I would love to join your party too, but see, I'm on off, like 5 days, 6 days. But you aren't, and you're so obsessed with me that you want to hold a conversation with me for like, I don't know how many minutes? 2? Yeah? I don't know whether she's counting or not, but I think our conversation is done.
Obviously done.
Yeah.
Obviously done. Let me have my milk now.
Yeah, but come.
Yeah.
Next time, if you want to have a party, if you want to be so obsessed with me, you hold a party outside and I can bring 10 of my friends.
You know what? Very good idea.
But obviously you can't. Because he has a
Because I
owner
have an owner.
and I don't. So I think you live your own life. All the best to you. And I think I should go with my own.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Thank you.
What's the second myth?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think it's moving towards not only speech but also with the act, and it's becoming a skit now. Looks like. All right, the final one. It's for a guest. Okay, it'll be easy. Want to come? Was it?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Kevin. It's the title is Dog's Day. Okay, so dogs. Jack and Mojo are thick friends. A family decided to adopt Jack. Mojo cannot live without his friend Jack. Mojo, with its speaking power, has to convince the family to adopt him. Mojo, you are Mojo. Kevin, Dog's Day, Kevin. Thank you.
In Malayalam movie, there's a saying, every dog has a day.
That's English.
That's actually English, but then this theme, actually that quote was stressed more in this particular dialogue in this movie. What is my friend's name?
Karthik.
Oh, you're Mojo, sorry.
No, that's my name, right?
Oh, the other one, Jack.
Jack, okay. So Jack has left me, and I know he must be having a difficult time there. But I always liked his company. But I also like being alone. So maybe after some time I will think about, just going around his house and checking out what he's doing inside. I love being in the streets, especially in the night. Howling and disturbing everyone's sleep. Jack was also great at howling, but now I can understand his owner will kick his other part if he howls. But I still want to meet Jack. I'll definitely meet him, maybe after a month. So the other day, my friend who passed by Jack's house saw Jack sitting in a corner, all sad. I think they had a telepathic conversation. We dogs are capable of that, by the way. We can understand what the other dog is going through without uttering a word in our mouth. And Jack was trying to say that he was going through a very difficult time. And he was trying to tell my friend Mojo to please help me come out of this house. Thank you, I'm back to you.
Thank you so much. I think definitely you'll get adopted along with that. So the final one, I think it's purely for guests who's not part of even Toastmasters, who has come to kind of experience the Toastmasters. It'll be very easy. Devi Bharati. Prime Minister of India. You are Prime Minister of India addressing the public today. Okay. Devi Bharati, Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister of India, Devi Bharati.
So, hello people, I'm Devi Bharati. I'm your Prime Minister, but serving for people in the definition of the people, by the people and for the people. So, saying this, I'm also assuring that all things that are being done by the government will be very transparent to you all and will get the vote from you first before implementing anything, which gives the power towards the people, not only in the democratic election way, but also in all things. So that's my short speech.
All right, with that, table topic master is getting close. Back to dear Modi Prashant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, and all our table topic speakers. You touched upon Tom and Jerry, dog to Prime Minister of India. It was a laughter show. So moving on, we have many things to cover up. So I would want to keep you waiting, or at least our speakers. Time to invite our evaluators now. Toastmaster Vikas, can you please come on the stage and provide your evaluation report? Speaker 1, thank you.
So, my first target speaker, Yashendu. What should I say? We all have seen Yashendu taking so many roles and speaking so many times in this dais that definitely it was a surprise when we heard that Yashendu is giving the icebreaker speech today. And next, we see him getting in a panic-like situation, and as if he was not able to remember his speech, which was taking it to the new dimension. And then another twist came, where we came to know that it was just imitation of his earlier, of the past or of his speech. Excellent speech, excellent starting of the speech, which was eye-grabbing, and we loved the starting point. A complete suspense with twists and turns. Along with the starting, I can also see a very good hand movement which was depicted by Yashendu. So there was a use of good body language and a hand movement throughout the speech with a very nice voice modulation. So in no way we can say that it was a first speech, definitely a very matured speech which was filled with twists and turns in the starting, hand movement, voice modulation, and just in time you were able to, just when we felt that okay, you are going to take more times, or it was on dot precisely when the red card was on. So a very nicely summarized speech with a very good time management skills also depicted. Probably just as a feedback, I would say that a bit more energy during the whole content or the main body of the speech will take your speech to the new dimension, because you have just started your journey towards public speaking. And it always works that whenever there is a great bit of energy in the speech, whether it is body or starting or an end, it's very easy to connect. Okay, so that is the only feedback which I have, and overall a very nice speech, and wish you best of luck for your journey.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas. Time to move on with our evaluator 2, Toastmaster Gopinath. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again, particularly to the speaker, Toastmaster Rashmi. It was a wonderful speech and you were very loud and clear, and there was an air of confidence in your appearance here, and you were very peaceful and poised. I liked the way you progressed your speech, revealing your limitations to the public, because you were very clear and candid. It is very important, and people are very engaged with the speaker when she is very sincere and sharing her own limitations to the public, that you were a little sideliner and you wanted not to be in the spotlight. At the same time, you appreciated how nice it will be to be in the spotlight. That was really nice of you. Then you also spoke about you being in the comfort zone. You brought from the childhood to the middle age, and you were in the comfort zone, you were not able to break those barriers. But at the same time, you always wished to break that barrier. That was the nice thing I got from your speech. Then again, you had another phase that started with your career, that is in your corporate life. When you really broke that barrier of being a sideliner, confined to yourself, being introvert and all that. That was really nice thing, how you broke that barrier to connect with people. And you also shared, as a Toastmaster, it's a valuable thing to being able to connect with others, connect with people. And how nicely you managed that, opening up with the people around you and sharing your little thoughts. And you were amazed by the stories they had. And Toastmasters is all about sharing stories. And you were really amazed how everyone has one's own story to tell. That was the real message for Toastmasters. And I could really see, and I don't have any much feedback for you for improvement, this being a very first speech. I could really see that there is a great speaker in you. I'm not saying it just for the sake of it. You have the confidence, your speech has got power and a lot of pause. Only thing I would like to have more is that I would like to see your smile somewhere in the speech. Like when you said, when I realized that people are telling their own stories, something like that you could have told and opened up a little bit towards the end of your speech, where you don't have nervousness. I could not see any sense of nervousness and all that. But I really liked your speech, and I am seeing that you will be coming and sharing, and especially your last bit, that is the journey of 1,000 miles starts with first step. I just reminded, somebody asked, the person who climbed Mount Everest, and he was asked, what do you think is the first step or the last step at the summit, which is more important? And his answer was, every step is more important. Because if you don't take the second step, you never make the last step. So please take the further steps and please entertain us with your wonderful speeches in future. All the best to you.
Right. Time to welcome our DTM Nibi, the evaluator for third speaker, to provide our evaluation report. Thank you.
Greetings everybody once again, particularly our speaker, Toastmaster Amal. Timer, can I request you, how much time did the speaker take? No, Amal.
6 minutes, 40 seconds.
Thank you. So for the benefit of guests, I will be breaking down my evaluations into what I absolutely loved about the speaker, what the speaker did really well, what are the areas of improvement, or what would have made this project a little bit more impactful, and one or two challenges for the speaker to take back for future projects. Now, starting with the areas that you excelled at, there was an opening body and conclusion, and you made sure that you had the audience's attention when you started with a question and you waited for a response from the audience. So this makes sure that you are engaged with the audience as well as you are connected with the audience right at the beginning. You used references, especially where the objective of the speech is speaking to inform. It is very good to have references because it brings in authenticity to what you're speaking about. So that was very well done. You had eye contact across the room, both sides, and you made sure that you held the attention of the members in this room. You were very comfortable in the speaking area, and you brought up a topic that is very relevant in this day and age, and there's a lot of talk around sustainability currently. Now, when I talk about what are the areas where you could have made this project very impactful, first, if you could have provided local references or studies that are done, say in Bangalore or even in India, it's something that is close to our hearts. It's something that has a direct impact to everybody sitting here in this room. So that would have been very good. Where you used a quote. So you used a quote, "We can be the change we wish to see in the world." I think this is by Mahatma Gandhi. It's always good to reference who's the person who gave the quote. Pause, especially when you're awaiting a response from the audience. So there was a question that you asked and then you just continued speaking. So what happens is it does not give the audience enough time to, it's confusing. Okay, were you waiting for an answer? You weren't, right? Voice modulation. When you're delivering a speech, especially of something that is so impactful, use voice modulation to your advantage. An example is, there was a statement, "This is alarming." So it did not really strike me as alarming. If you'd have said, "This is alarming," or "This is alarming," you see the difference. Preparation. I felt like there were times where you were struggling to tie your sentences together or an idea with, say, maybe the justification points together. So if you had prepared a little bit more, maybe rehearsed a little bit more, I think that will definitely help you in just delivering your speech. Now, to summarize and as a challenge to the speaker, when you talk about a theme or a subject that is so important, you are also trying to persuade the audience to take an action. And that persuasion comes when you're able to connect with the emotions of people sitting in the audience, when you're able to appeal to their logic. So if you had perhaps used maybe a picture, a photo of a garbage dump, or a photo of just used clothes that's just piled up, etc., I think it would have made it more impactful. People would be able to relate or connect to it. So maybe focus on one theme around the subject. So here you spoke about climate change, waste management, etc. But if you had just expanded on one thing and personalize it, what is it that you are doing as individual, as a community, and what is the takeaway for all of us here? So that is a challenge for you as a speaker, but overall very well done in terms of bringing a topic of such relevance to us. All the best for your next project.
Thank you, DTM Nibi. And moving on to with the last speech evaluation report, can I ask our Toastmaster Ananya to provide her evaluation report? Thank you.
I read somewhere recently that if you're not opposing a particular issue, then there can be two things. Either you're a part of that issue or you're supporting that particular issue. So I appreciate Aditya coming over here and talking about this issue that doesn't creep into our day-to-day conversations that much as of now in India. So thank you so much. Let's have a round of applause. So as a part of this evaluation for Toastmaster Aditya, I'll be noting down the good things that he did in his speech, some feedback, and then some takeaways from the speech that he can maybe include it further in his speeches. So I loved that you used anecdotes in your speeches, because the use of anecdotes make your speeches more relatable to the audience, right? We could visualize you sitting in a car and then visualizing all the things that are going around you, or you going somewhere and seeing bottles thrown up here and there, and we could totally relate to it. So I appreciate using anecdotes in your speech. Other than that, I also loved how deeply you delved into the human psychology, like why people do what they do and why people are so indifferent to this particular issue because they feel very insignificant in terms of what they can contribute to this particular issue. So I loved how well researched and how factual your speech was. Other than that, I really loved how comfortable you were on stage. You came on stage and we knew that you own this particular stage, and we also knew that you are someone who can come up and say anything and people would be like willing to listen to it. So that's something good that I noticed in your speech. Then second thing is you used your hands very purposefully, right? It was not as if it was weird or like something out of the box, but it was very purposeful. And good audience engagement as well. You asked a lot of questions to the audience and you were very, very clear in your speech as well. You had clarity in your speech and you were loud as well because I was sitting at the end of the room and I was able to hear each and every word that you were speaking. Now, some feedbacks that I would like to give you is you stated the purpose of your speech at the beginning of the speech itself. What I would like you to do is start with the story, let the purpose unreveal itself, right? Because it loses the charm of the speech. People already know, like, okay, this is what we would be listening for the rest 4-5 minutes. So I would like to, you to like give out the pieces one by one, not everything at the end, at the beginning of the speech. Tell it at the end as a summary. Okay, that is the first thing that I would like you to do. Then second, you talked a lot about what, but I would like you to also talk about the why, like why cleanliness is important, because ultimately it affects the climate. So you could have researched this a bit more. And in terms of body language, you were fidgeting a lot, like front and back and front. So you could use the whole stage because you have come here. So use the whole stage. It makes it more impactful. Also, I think one of the points that Nibi mentioned is that use your vocal variety, because if you are giving an influential speech, then it is very important to emphasize on particular words. Like, for example, you mentioned something, let's fight as a community towards this particular issue. So it was very monotonous. But if you have to make it more impactful, then use your voice. Let's fight towards this particular issue. Make it more impactful so people understand that this is something very important. So these were the feedbacks, and all the best to you. Looking forward to your other speeches. Thank you.
That brings us to the conclusion of evaluation report. I believe evaluation report could be the personal or to some individuals, but the takeaway is for all of us. We are here to learn from our own experience as well as from others' experience. With that, I would now like to call upon our timer to present her timer report. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'll start with this prepared speech. Yashendu has taken 6 minutes 34 seconds. Rashmi has taken 5 minutes 45 seconds. Aditya has taken 7 minutes 6 seconds. Amul has taken 6 minutes 40 seconds. Now in table topic, Utkarsh and Nitish has taken 3 minutes 18 seconds. Vandana has taken 2 minutes 20 seconds. Kadir has taken 2 minutes 19 seconds. Animesh and Antara has taken 2 minutes 24 seconds. Kelvin has taken 2 minutes 23 seconds. Devi Bharti has taken 34 seconds. In evaluation, Vikas has taken 2 minutes 19 seconds. Ananya has taken 4 minutes 20 seconds. Nibi has taken 3 minutes 48 seconds. Gopinath sir has taken 2 minutes 59 seconds. That's all.
Any disqualification?
Thank you, everyone. Disqualification. Ananya,
No.
4 minutes 20 seconds.
Mazahir.
Consider 30 seconds grace we are giving, right?
This is fine. Yeah, she's fine.
Which is fine, no? Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have an experience to share about your association with a marathon, being part of marathon, running a marathon? You do? Sorry?
Marathon, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I did a couple of marathons last year.
Can you come on the stage? People can't see. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So yes, I did a couple of marathons last year, not the big ones like the 21 kilometers and then 42 kilometers. I just went with the 10 kilometer one, and yes, I was able to complete the entire length, but not within the stipulated time, of course, because it requires a lot of preparation at the back end. You have to be prepared with all your mind to run that marathon. Everything is here. So that was my experience, but I was able to complete it within 1.5 hours, and most of the people who were among the front runners, they were able to complete within 30 minutes max. So that is my upcoming goal for the marathon, and that's what I have. Thank you.
What's the important thing for running in a marathon?
I think it is the willpower, because as I said, everything is here. And after a certain time, after covering a distance of 4 to 5 kilometers, everything is here. You have to have that goal in your mind, and everything is set subconsciously. It should be set subconsciously in your mind that you will be able to complete the entire length within that much duration. So that willpower is very much important, and at the same time, you might have heard the gym freaks here that the body is built in the kitchen, not in the gym. So you have to be very, very careful about the diet as well. If you are going for things like marathons or maybe bodybuilding, whatever. So you have to take care about diet as well. So that is the thing.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to the end of our speech marathon. As I requested in the beginning of our session, we will start and end with the clap marathon for all our speakers and role takers. Timer, just 15 seconds of clapping as an encouragement for our speakers and our evaluators. Are you set? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Thank you very much. With this, I will hand over the podium to our DTM Mazahir to take the proceedings forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you. People who are paying attention to me and people who are paying attention to their phone, I'm keeping an eye on you. My name is Mazahir, and I definitely keep an eye on our members as well as our guests. This ceremony is special. It's called the Members Induction Ceremony. We're basically inducting new members who joined our club officially today. So to some of the members who must have experienced this might be a thing that you've heard before. To the guests who turned out our member, this will be a thing for you. So please remember, if you haven't been inducted, this is our chance for you to call you on the stage and you will be requested over here. For guests, please note this ceremony occurs when a guest turns our member. Sounds good? All okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm still seeing people on their phone.
Voting.
Super, okay. So I was waiting for that thing. Basically, if you're part of the Whitefield Toastmasters guest group as well as a members group, the voting link has been posted. Request you to please vote. There were 2 disqualifications as indicated by our timer, and those names have been removed. We understand the naming function. You will actually see the speaker number 2 being placed first is because of that. Sounds good? So while we do this, please vote. Can I have a thumbs up?
Yes.
Thank you. Now that I begin, Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct the new members into the Whitefield Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills. And now we have an opportunity to help them learn, grow and achieve. I will now be calling these new members forward and requesting them to join me on my right hand side. Please withhold your applause. In Toastmaster, we clap a lot. However, during the entire ceremony, please do not clap, even if a single person comes over here. To request the person on the stage on my right hand side, I request Toastmaster Utkarsh, Toastmaster Sakshi, Toastmaster Rashmi, Toastmaster Antara and Toastmaster Nitish. I request Utkarsh, Sakshi, Rashmi, Toastmaster Antara and Toastmaster Nitish. Rashmi and Nitish are still waiting for their chance. Please do not applaud. Squeeze in people. You never know who will be taking our pictures. Abhinesh can help us with that. Dear members, you're joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people to learn, communicate more effectively. As members of Whitefield Toastmasters, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. In the absentia of our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Radha, I request the Presiding Officer President Toastmaster Akshay to please acknowledge, and I hope that these new members have been given an opportunity to discuss their need and goals with the club. I also hope, if not already, they've been assigned a mentor to the club, also informed about the Toastmaster program in terms of how it works and informed of its benefit. May I request you to please acknowledge, dear President?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you. Considering the Madam Vice President is not here, I'll skip the part which requests me to help us identify the mentors as well as the pledge for the mentors as well. I'll now move on to the members of our club. Membership in this club and in Toastmaster International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it is also a place of certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people who are brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow, improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in the spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate other speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goal, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. Rashmi. I, Vice President Education, Mazahir, in the presence of our fellow members and guests of Whitefield Toastmaster Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly along with this member, it's an oath, and prepare fully for each assignment to apply myself to the project outlined in Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club's activity, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build an open, friendly relationship with our fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain benefits of Toastmaster. Would all the, and I'll request all the club members to please stand, but just before that, I request all the members, the newly inducted one, to just say, yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Slightly more synchronized?
Yes, we do.
You heard them all?
Yes, we do.
You heard them all?
Yes.
Super. May I request now all the members of our club to please stand at their respective places. This is for all the members, and I see some of them already standing behind. Thank you. This is for all of you to say, yes, we do towards the end. So I'm going to read the pledge for all of you. We, the members of Whitefield Toastmasters Club, pledge to support in you, as in the new members, in your quest for self-development, to provide you with all a positive, helpful evaluation, and to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunity to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Do you?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay, that was early Yashendu. Do you?
Yes, we do.
Slightly more synchronized?
Yes, we do.
We lost the energy. I'm going to request all of you to say, yes, we do with the count of 3, 2, 1. Sounds good? Yes. Sounds good?
Yes.
Super. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much. May I request all of you to please take your place. Please remain over here. Dear members of Whitefield Toastmasters as well as guests, these respective members are now fully and officially inducted to the club. Can we have a round of applause for them? For the sake of a good picture, can we do a victory sign? All of us squeeze together, and suddenly we can take a picture. Victory sign. Ritesh? Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Okay. How many of you voted already? And those who did not, because they were right here, it's your chance to please vote for the best person. Okay. Considering the club needs a little more energy and keep yourself hydrated, I would like to welcome with a thunderous round of applause, and I mean it because we will do it in sync. Sounds good? Yeah. Okay. You will see my hand moving up and down, and we clap accordingly. Sounds good? Okay. We'll do the sync while we are introducing and requesting our presiding officer to come on the stage. So when I put my hands down, you clap. Well, I'll give you another chance. Much better. I'll send you details.
Thank you so much. That's how you make the person coming onto the stage little nervous and feel important as well. Thank you so much, Mazahir. Okay, first of all, I would like to ask all of you to give a thunderous round of applause for our host of the day, Toastmaster Prashant, please. Being a host, actually, it requires a lot of impromptu things. So you have to handle so many things which could happen, and we are unaware of those things. And you did the duty very well, Toastmaster Prashant. Thanks to you. And I have seen your development over the time. I have known you. You are the part of the executive committee as well. And we actually talk a lot over things which are happening in the club. And this person here has a very different perspective for various things. So again, requesting everyone of you to give a thunderous round of applause for our host. The votings are already on. I believe you guys have started, right? Please raise your hand if you have already voted. Okay, yeah, majority. We can still go. Okay, until then we can raise your hand. Only this is for the guest actually. Raise your hand if you have not taken any table topics for the day. All the guests who has not taken any table topics. Okay. Yeah, sure. Here we have more people. So I would like to ask you, how was your experience of the meeting? You were in the meeting throughout, right? So how was your experience? What did you learn? And anything which you feel like you would like to share, any feedback? We can start from you, sir. You can come here actually, please. No, you please fine. Give it up for him, guys, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chandu. This is my first session. Actually, I'm so nervous. I learned a lot today, especially some words which I don't know, and like how fast we can think if you given a situation, like some Tom and Jerry, boat and water. So those are very new to me. So I learned a lot. That's it. Thank you.
Whenever we come onto the stage, and sometimes we tend to forget what we actually have to say, and it can happen with anyone. So what actually happens in our mind at that time? Would anyone like to answer this question? I have something to say on this particular thing, but would anyone in the crowd or the audience would like to mention anything? What happens in our mind? People are staring back at us and we already forgot what we have to say. So what happens? Yeah, please.
I mean, usually you go blank because you're overwhelmed by the sheer amount of audience you have. the sheer amount of viewers presently, and the sheer amount of eyes looking at it. So it's a lot of sensory input for you. So your mind goes back. It's very simple. As I understand it, at least. Again, it might be a bit more complex than that, but that's what I think. Stage.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it is a lot of sensory input. That is actually correct. We tend to think that what people might think of us, right? That is the first thought which comes to our mind. But at the same time, something else is also happening which we might not notice, but it happens. And that is the part of the growth. We actually tend to grow when we forget anything. We are feeling the stage, we are feeling the nervousness, and that is the part of growing up. So something which we observe is that people are staring back at us and we are not able to speak what they might think of us, but at the same time it is the part of growing up. So don't let these things keep you on the back seat. Come here and take a chance. And that is something which I wanted to tell you. This is something which could be a push for anyone who might not be able to push themselves. So this could be something. Okay. And any other guest in the house who has not taken up the role would like to say something? So house is open. Yeah, please, ma'am, come. Give it up for ma'am, please. What's your name? Okay, yeah, please.
Hi all. Actually, the meeting was good today, and we have to come here and speak in front of all. So actually, this was a little bit nervous to me. Actually, are we having any online meeting also like that? Actually, I'm from Chennai, so I'll also go there. So if it is kind of online meeting, that will be
okay.
nice.
So Whitefield has a completely offline concept, but I'm sure we will give you some of the clubs which do conduct online meetings as well, and specifically in Chennai too. You can go offline as well sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you all.
Thank you. So I do have the results in my hand, and I'll start from the best table topic speaker for the day, Guest Vandana. Please be here only. Best role player of the day, the host of the day, Toastmaster Prashant. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best speech evaluator for the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nibi Jacob. Congratulations. And the best speaker for the day, Toastmaster Aditya.
You're covering Toastmasters. Sorry. Just say. Okay, we are. Alright.
Thumbs up, what do you want to say?
Anything that Vandana wants us to do.
Pen.
We do not have more pens here.
No pen, okay. Thumbs up, everybody. Okay, thumbs up, Prashant. 3, 2, 1. 3 pictures done. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are almost on time to end the meeting, but before that, when I have already announced this thing in the beginning, but the contest is on and we know the dates, right? 29th of September. Most of us have started registering, but if not registered yet, please go and register for the contest. It is the table topic and the evaluation contest. The location for the contest is already finalized. It is Purva Fountain Square. and the polls are on. The registration link is on in the group. We will circulate the registration link once again. Please go ahead and register for the contest. Okay. With that note, keep that thing in mind. Please don't let yourself stop with that fear. The other part, think about the other part as well, which I mentioned. It is the part of growing up. With that note, I would like to adjourn the meeting number 90 of Whitefield Toastmasters with the students. Please come in.